couldn't do the what do you call it? Subtitles at the time.
You don't like subtitles? You know,
sometimes, but it was like that. What was that Chinese one? That one Best Picture, with the jumping around, karate,
Crouching Tiger, Hidden
yeah,
Dragon.
that one. I was like, I started watching that. I was like, what? It's subtitles? Are you kidding me? I'm not watching this.
What the?
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
You ever watch Kung Fu Theater? What the heck?
Kung Fu Theater's different.
Oh, that's overdubbed anyways.
Yeah, and they could punch. And there's this Crouching Tiger. They were all floating, and it was just ridiculous. Couldn't do it.
You don't know about Kung Fu.
Oh, I used to watch the Kung Fu Theater, but they were all talking funny. And remember that one big guy, the guy with the big afro? I don't know if it was Kung Fu Theater or that was...
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
No, on the Kung Fu Theater thing. There's one black belt, black guy with a big afro.
Yeah.
And they were...
Black Belt Jones.
Was that him? I don't know what his name was. But there was like a couple white guys, and the rest of them were all like Asian, and they would all just running and jumping. But you remember how they do it?
That's a Black Belt Jones, yeah. I don't know.
Okay. It might be him. I don't know the names back then. I was a kid back then. I don't remember anything. But they would encircle them and go to beat them, but they'd only attack one at a time, and he would just beat them off one at a time instead of attacking all at once.
Yeah.
It's like with the 12-year-old kids, you know. How many can you fight at once?
How many can you swing around? All you got to do is
grab one and break an arm, and boom, the rest are just going to back off. And then you
just grab them by the feet and just swing them in the helicopter.
Take one and just start swinging, and then you just take them down.
Then you give them the Hayugen.
Yeah, you punch in the gut, the 12-year-old will go right down. You can take out quite a few before they kind of go back in and start taking out with the teeth and the fingernails, and because they can enough of them, they can overpower you. But you start swinging one of them around and take a few out. You grab a small one and start swinging them around.
Yeah, they have to work together, though.
Yeah, they have to work together. One if they do it the way they did it in the Kung Fu movies, one after another, it's just until you get tired. But if they attack you in a group, forget about it. They're going to take you out pretty quick. That's very original. That's tough. Good stuff.
You gotta watch. I was looking at. It's listed under the greatest Amazon review ever.
Okay. Is this the Three Wolves T-shirt?
No. This is another good one. This is it's a stun gun, but it's looks like brass knuckles.
Okay.
And the guy that the Amazon review, it talks about how he got robbed in at a Walmart parking lot, and the next time he went to Walmart after he got these stun knuckles, he went back to the Walmart. Basically, the people who robbed him the first time were the Girl Scouts trying to sell him the cookies.
Ripped him off, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good. It's very strong.
You know, speaking of Walmart, another Walmart story for you. The other morning, was it Thursday or Friday? I was not working. I was off work, but my wife and Jack wake me up at like 6 a.m. I'm like, oh
my gosh.
Yeah, exactly. We want to go to breakfast. I'm like, what do you mean you want to go to breakfast? I don't want to sleep. Leave me alone.
Have at it.
Yeah, have at it. Don't include me in your sleep plan. So they go out. We go out. I have to go. We go to McDonald's for breakfast. Great, right? You get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to McDonald's. And then they say, I'm thinking, all right, they say, you can take a nap when we get done, and we'll just leave you alone. I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll do that. Get done with McDonald's. We have to go to Walmart. What? You have to go to Walmart. So we go to Walmart. I'm going around. And there's nobody in Walmart at 6 a.m. But so then the McDonald's starts hitting me, right?
Yeah.
And I gotta go. And I said, we gotta go. I gotta go home. And she says, just go to the bathroom here. I was like, no. I'm not getting glued to a toilet seat in Walmart. I'm not going in Walmart. First, she says, it's all right. They just cleaned them. They're all going to be clean. No, there's no such thing as a clean toilet at Walmart. You cannot do it. I am not doing it.
Yeah.
So, then I start getting I was at the beginning where I knew it was going to be trouble, but I wasn't like an emergency situation. But I had the early onset. You know what I'm talking about. And,
yeah.
So I just started getting loud and making it difficult to want to shop there for her. And so we left, and I made it home. But I don't. For public bathrooms are. I hate, and I think you're the same way.
Do you hate or do you fear?
I fear and hate. They gross me out. I do not want to use them. I can urinate, fine. Number 2 is a no-no. Because I just, no. And, what was I going to say now? I just can't do it. I don't want to do it. And, some people just don't understand that. I guess women, they're into public bathrooms because they use them all the time. They don't have a choice, right?
Right.
Because they got to pee all the time. Jesus has a message in there for us. Let me get this straight. You have to get up at 6 a.m. to eat McDonald's and then shop at Walmart. Get the runs and avoid the glue. Your reward is a nap. It wasn't runs. It's not runs. It's just that I had to go. Yeah, Mr. Six, exactly. But when I got to go, I got to go. There's no... no. Yeah, and sometimes you don't know. Sometimes it's going to come out. You don't know. It starts gurgling. You know, you can hear your stomach's like gurgling. And you know it's going to come out, and it's going to spray, and it's just going to be...
Right. JC, he hasn't been eating saltpeter and cheese.
That's true. That's true. You know, I'll be honest. Since I've come to South Carolina, I go almost every day now.
That's healthy.
It's just unheard of for me. How could it be healthy? All I eat now is just like fried everything. If it can be fried, I eat it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if it exists in South Carolina, they fry it and then you eat it.
That's kind of like Louisiana. If we could catch it, we could fry it.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it is here.
Catch it,
everything is fried.
And we will fry it.
Yeah, they fry everything and I eat it and it just goes. Well, what I got was the. Okay, this is where I went. The McDonald's was actually the worst McDonald's in America. Worst service, stupidest people. It's just the worst. I hate it. And then there's another one, which is I consider to be the best McDonald's in America, which is the next closest McDonald's. So we went to the worst McDonald's in America. I ordered the number 12 for breakfast, which is the steak, egg, and cheese bagel. Right? See, I ordered the number, so I didn't say it wrong. I ordered the number. And I get it, and after waiting forever, we get it. And I sit down and open up my bagel, and it's bacon, egg, and cheese. So I take it back. Oh, this is actually a good story because I forgot about this part. So I take it back up there. In the old days, I would just eat in it, but now I can't do it anymore. And Jesus wants to know how far I'm the next town over from Columbia. There you go. So in the old days, I would have just taken the bacon, egg, and cheese bagel and eaten it, but now I go back and I demand my steak. So I give it to the kid, who's somewhat 75, 80 IQ, and free pubes bagel. Yeah, that's one reason I never take anything back, because I'm afraid of that. So I give it back to him, and he kind of says, looks at me like, "Oh, sorry," and then he goes to the manager who's there, and then they start having this debate about what's on the TV monitor screen that's up there with the orders. And she's like, "Well, it says bacon, egg, and cheese." And they're just going back and forth. And then she says, "Well, you tell him. I'm not going to tell him." And so he has to, I guess apparently she's telling him that he has to tell the guy working back in the kitchen that he has to make a steak, egg, and cheese bagel because he ordered the wrong thing. Which, it's like, you're the manager. You can't, this takes this much of a debate to figure out, even if I had ordered it wrong, which I didn't, the kid typed in the wrong, or the number 12 was programmed wrong, whatever it was. Why would you make this much of a debate about this? And the kid's like, "Oh my God, I don't want to talk to this guy." So they go back there. So I'm watching this whole thing. He's got my bagel that I've given back to him. I've taken it to my table. I've opened it up. I've separated the bagel in half to see that there's ham in it. Put it back together, and I've handed it back to him. Now he's walking around behind the counter with this bagel. He puts it back on the the tray, the row of where they put the food from. He puts it back there to give to the next person. After I've already had this bagel in my hand and done God knows what to it. So then I get my steak, egg, and cheese bagel. And I don't know, have you ever had one of these things, Lenny?
Oh, a bagel?
A steak, egg, and cheese bagel from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Well, then you know that as you're eating it, this fluid kind of drips out of it. I don't know what it is. But
I don't remember any. I ordered mine without extra fluid.
I don't know if it's extra fluid or if that's what you get for the second round. If they give you the yeah, Jesus, round 2 involves feces, and it may be, I don't know what it was, but yeah, and actually it's always like that. It always has drippings, whatever they are. So I'm sure that's what it has just flushed through my system in Walmart.
I think they call it in South Carolina squeezins.
Squeezins. Yeah, jeez. So the squeezins had run through me, run its course by the time we get to Walmart, and so I was not sticking around. And I got home, and it's a good thing I did. That's all. I'll just leave it at that. It's a good thing I got home when I did.
Oh my gosh, John!
It's like anything with me in Walmart. It's just bad news.
Well,
Even though it wasn't Walmart's fault, I blame it on the worst McDonald's in America. All right, and then the other thing is with the fast food drive-thrus now, Lenny. How often do you go to a drive-thru?
Actually, I found myself lately several times, but up until recently, almost not.
Okay.
Hardly.
But you're familiar with this, though, where you go to the drive-thru and you get this recorded thing. It's almost like a prank voicemail box. You think you're talking to a person, but it's actually a recording telling you to order something that you don't want.
Yeah.
And then, would you like to try a shit burger today?
No, thanks.
No, I don't want that. Can I order now? Order when ready. Oh my God! I thought I was talking to a person. And then you order.
Got me again.
Hey, you order, and then I feel like talking to the damn Silence of the Lambs guy on there. It's like, God.
Would you fuck me?
They're back in the kitchen twirling their nipples and with their penis tucked between their legs.
Listening to, what is it, with the horses?
Oh, God.
What's the song?
Oh, I don't even remember. Was it U2? I don't remember what he was listening to. Oh, gosh. And then, so then you get to the window, and they've mumbled something to you, and God, they're just awful. It's just, that's why Chick-fil-A is so popular, because everybody's so sick of dealing with these morons.
Yeah.
And it's not just the moron kid. I don't blame the moron kids that work there. I blame the moron middle-aged manager that works there that doesn't do anything to save these restaurants.
Hey, you get to flip burgers with a tie on.
Yeah. Oh, God. But then the other one, this is I'm gonna give these away right now. That worst McDonald's in America is in Chapin, South Carolina. The best,
is it really?
Yeah, the best McDonald's in America is in Irmo, South Carolina, the next town over, which is right next to a Chick-fil-A.
How is that possible?
I don't know, but they are so good. I mean, it's like night and day. It's the people, the service, the service at the McDonald's in Irmo.
You live in the equivalent of the asshole and vagina of,
yes,
of the world.
That's right. As it comes to McDonald's, yeah. But the one next to Chick-fil-A.
Saying that the vagina would be the good part,
The good part, yeah. Or the penis, if you're that way. The McDonald's next to the Chick-fil-A is actually better, which I guess we would expect because the competition is there for the service. Now that's how I dealt with the drive-thru window. The inside service, we went in there one day and ate, and my wife said that the woman at the counter was glaring at her or something. I don't know what was going on, but there's a lot of paranoia, I think, that goes on. Yes, I live in the taint.
When people,
I live in the taint of the fast food world, as Jesus says.
Exactly.
Oh, and no, I never get a nap.
I was just over in Chapin, and they are not as good as you.
I would say that too, because and I don't know if it's the privately owned ones that are good and the corporate ones are bad, or I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, next time I get like goofy looks from people, like workers and stuff, I'm gonna be like,